Alright, we got a game. There's 3 masters. And 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Not sure where our pair is going to be yet, but we've got a red 5 and Dora acceptance, meaning that this hand's got a pretty good... Well, this hand's pretty good, let's just say. There's a pretty decent chance for getting Taiyao as well. So, just gonna keep that in mind, I suppose. Here, I'm not really sure what to do, so we'll just go ahead and drop the honor. When in doubt, drop your honor. Is that getting pwned? It is getting pwned by the dealer. Not really sure how valuable their hand is, but we'll just keep that in mind as we continue. Here, I'm still not sure what we're doing, but, well, we've got 5 blocks, technically. Not really sure where our pair is again, still, so we're just gonna go ahead and drop something that doesn't give us Taiyao. Can consider cheating the Dora, I suppose, but I'm really not that interested in doing that, to be honest. Here, I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and drop one of these guys, one of these pensions. We've got enough sequence blocks, is that true? No, it's not. Well, no, we do have enough sequence blocks. We've got a pension over here, and 3 sequence blocks beside. We just need to find a pair somewhere. What's it called? Yeah, we're basically gonna try and still go for Taiyao, though. If we can try and draw some tile around one of these floaters that can give us Taiyao, then we'll be pretty happy. Here, I suppose I'll drop the 8, just considering we've already dropped the 9 as well. And, well, we're still looking for a pair, number 1. Number 2, we're looking for Taiyao. If we can find some other block right around these numbers, as we said before, that'd give us Taiyao, that'd be nice. Lots of things to keep in mind. Here now we're Ishanten, so I'll just take the widest Ishanten, which is probably this one, right? The 8 and the 2 can pair up a little bit easier than this 8 pin because there's one 8 pin already out. And of course we will call Riichi on any Senpai, I suppose. There's also the chance for the 4, 5, 6 Sanchoku, which is kind of exciting. That would give us quite a bit of value. I don't think we're gonna do that, but you could consider calling Chi and taking the Senpai. Just because our acceptance isn't really that great. But, well, I decided to drop it. Here I'm not so sure if I'm supposed to be keeping the 9-man or not, because, well, it does give us headless with 2... what's its faces? It does give us headless with 2 sequences, incomplete sequences, meaning that we can, like, pair up the 6, for example, to also get Senpai, but yeah, there was only 2 more copies of that, too. Whatever, we don't need to worry about that anymore. We've got a Yakai pair and 3 blocks, 4 blocks technically now. I guess we'll go ahead and drop the 1-man. If we pair up another Yakai, well, it allows us to get a Yaku more easily, right? It confirms to us to either get one or the other as a Yaku. And, well, it can be nice to pair up just as a pair as well, right? We still need 1 more pair besides for the Yakai. Well, if we were using the Yakai, it can't be our pair, right? So pairing up the Yakai with another honor would also be pretty nice. I guess we'll go ahead and G this. Not really sure. But the problem is, after calling G, I'm not really sure what to drop, right? So maybe that was just a bad... that was just a bad move. But either way, we, again, cannot use the green as a pair. But what we can do is maybe wait on the Dora as our pair. That'd be pretty strong. We can also Chi over here, although there's only 1 3-so left, to get a pair of 3-so, which is kind of cool, I guess. Okay. I was a little worried about that lag on the 9 pin, because then if someone had a pair of 9 pin, then we would no longer be able to pair up the 9 pin. That being said, turns out that was some fake lag, so we drew another copy of 19 perfectly. Fine. Now we're each on 10 for Mangan, so that's very good. We'll obviously Chi for Tenpai, and Pon the green for Tenpai, and we'll probably push everything. Not exactly sure what the dealer is doing. They could be flushing. If they are, then that would probably be a full flush, which is kind of a bad sign for us, but well, we'll see. Yeah, I don't really... Is it better to drop the Foreman? Just because the pins are kind of cheap. Whatever, I don't really feel like thinking about that. Yeah. I mean, if we need to drop one of both of these later on, after drawing an improvement to, you know, around the Mansu, I think we'll still do it. But if the dealer has overflowed Sozu, then we will no longer be able to do that. Is that getting cheated? No. Also, it's possible that the dealer has a green pair, and then we're both stuck. That would be pretty annoying. But I don't think there's any way we can really... Oh, that's overflow. I don't think there's really anything we can do about that, so... Yeah. Don't really have much to say about that. Now, if I remember correctly, the 5-so discard over here was not from their hand, meaning that they were either already Tenpai for quite a while, or maybe they're not a flush after all, or maybe they just don't have any. Maybe a lot of those tiles in their hand are honors. What kind of honors are left? There's green. There's, is East around? Not really. Is it only green? I think it's only green, yeah. So, well, there's a higher chance that they have the green pair, at least. Considering that they don't want this 5. Meaning that they probably don't have a lot of that many Sozu left in their hand. Or they were already Tenpai, whatever, right? Whatever. Are we willing to drop this 6? I think we are. What about the Dora? Can we drop the Dora? I don't really think dropping the Dora really makes sense. Oh. Well, okay. They were Itsu plus 1 Dora. Fair enough. I don't mind dropping that 6 over here. It wasn't, like, that dangerous. And, well, we did have a chance for a Mangan, so, yeah. If that turned out to be a mistake, then future Moko can let me know. But for the time being, we'll just focus on our hand right now. We got 3 sequence blocks, which is kind of nice. No pair yet. No pair in sight just yet. That's getting pwned by the player to the right. Yeah, I mean, this hand is not so great, to be honest. That's getting pwned by the player to the cross. Okay then. And now that there's 2 players that are already open, and one that's dropped a 4 pin, a middle tile, that is. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be pretty difficult for us to win this hand. Is that getting cheat? Okay. Fine. Well, now we've got a pair at least. So if we do pair up a Yakai, we'll have 5 blocks. That's pretty nice. There's also a chance for us to get, like, Pinfu or whatever. Sanchoku is also possible with a 2-3-4. So we'll just see what happens. Now we are 2 away. We'll still keep the 4-man around for improvements. Is that getting cheat? No. Okay, the 4-man is safe against the player across. Is that getting pwned though? No. I'm wondering if we should really be keeping this 4-man anymore, just because we already have enough blocks. But seeing that the 4 is safe against 2 players already, you know, it's probably not too bad for us to keep it around. Okay, the 1 gets pulled. Yeah, I think there's a pretty high chance that the player to the right is very close to Tenpai. So, at this point, I don't think there's a really good reason for us to keep this form on anymore. Considering even if we improve around it, well, there's not really a way for us to play. There's not really a way for us to take the block without dropping something dangerous, potentially. I guess we could have just dropped the 2-4. Oh, whatever. Now we're Ishante. The question now is, which block do we drop? I think we just go ahead and drop the reds. Just because it's safe as well. And we also get Kienfu, which is kind of nice. It means that we can't call for Tenpai, but I think that's fine. Maybe. The safety is nice. Is the main thing, I suppose. You already got 5 blocks, which means... I guess you could drop the red. I'm just gonna go ahead and fix the pair here because I think the speed increase from pairing up the red is kind of nice. Now we're just gonna go ahead and drop the sniping as well. There's also the... what's-his-face to keep an eye out for? Taiyao. Although Taiyao cannot use the Dora, so it's less useful. It still allows us to call, which is kind of nice, especially considering it's already East 3 and I kind of want to get out of last place. Of course, winning an expensive hand would be even better, but we'll see what comes our way, right? I don't think we can cheat that just yet. Yeah, okay. Now we are 2 away from Tenpai. I was considering maybe dropping the 3. But I'm pretty sure that it's better to just keep the middle Liangkan over here. Now we have a chance to get the 1-3 Sancho, which is kind of nice. Not really sure what to do here, so I'll drop the 7-zo. We're not going to cheat just yet, but I'm still going to turn on calls just in case we feel like doing it so at some point. Do we cheat that? Man, that's so disgusting. I don't think so, to be honest. Yeah, because even though it does improve our hand... Oh, maybe it was okay. Maybe it's okay. It's not really that expensive anyways. This one is dangerous, but we're gonna drop it. Okay. Is that dealing? No. Yeah, so even though it does advance our hand, it's like, not that great. He says, I don't really know, whatever. Here we're taking Taiyao. Okay, fine. Why didn't I cheat? Well, I kind of wanted to get a more expensive hand. But also, these players were already open, and so it might have been good for me to just take the quicker hand. Regardless, because, well, even though it's a cheap hand, it would get us out of last. Here we are out of last. What in the heck? I think we're supposed to not Riichi, but I'm not sure. The problem with not reaching is that we lose the chance to reach. We lose the chance to get in, what's it called first? Get in first place. Immediately, because we need a Haneman to get first. But, well, here, well, we can still Sumo to get first. We can get Gura to get first. The reason why I Riichi'd here is because I think the win rate for an Honor Tanki should still be pretty good. it should be justifiable to move down to last, and also it gives us the chance to, you know, get first place and all that as well. So I don't really mind the Riichi. If it turns out to be our downfall, well, so be it. Maybe it was wrong. But I think, at this very moment, that the Riichi was correct. Again, future Moko can tell me whether that was wrong or not. And we'll probably just cut until whenever we win or we don't, because this is getting boring. Alright, we won. Now the question is whether we get Ura in order to get first. Of course, if we had the double Riichi, we would have been able to get first place, right? Due to Haneman, but, well, I wasn't really sure. You could have Riichi'd, double Riichi'd. Because, I mean, the 1-so is a pretty good weight, too. Maybe it was the better play. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But, well, we won. And got second place, at least, so that's nice. See you guys next time.